In the previous video, I introduced you to the topic of shared decision making. This topic was selected to illustrate the kinds of questions being addressed by researchers concerned with communication in healthcare. Recall that we defined shared decision making and then situated shared decision making research within the larger frame of patient-centered care. We also examined its essential features and explored how shared decision making changes the qualities of interaction between doctor and patient. We concluded by considering the patient, physician, and relational factors that facilitate shared decision making. In this video, we continue our review of this line of research by examining patient preferences for shared decision making. We'll begin with this simple question. Do all patients prefer shared decision making with their doctors? The answer is no. A recent review of the research found that a majority of the patients in a majority of the studies reported to date prefer shared decision making. However, a sizable minority of patients do in fact take the doctor knows best approach when they see their doctor. More recently conducted studies tend to find greater patient support for shared decision making than older studies. Patients and doctors alike are increasingly seeing their relationship as a partnership. We know, however, that a person's preference for shared decision making can vary based on the situation and medical condition. For example, in some medical circumstances, a patient might feel like he has limited capacity to understand the issues and contribute to a quality decision. This patient might generally prefer shared decision making, but not in this particular situation. So what about you? Let us end this video by bringing this topic home to you. Think about your behavior when you see your doctor. Do you seek to share decision making with your doctor? When we study these things, we have a single item question that does a rather good job of sorting people out. Let's take a look at it. This question is worded as follows. Some patients prefer to leave decisions about their medical care up to the doctor. Other patients like to make the final decision for themselves. Which of the following statements best describes your approach when you are a patient? You will see that we have 5 response options. The first and second response option represents preferences for greater doctor control and decision making. The third response option represents a preference for shared decision making. The fourth and fifth response option represent preferences for greater patient control. Read carefully the first response option. This choice would be selected by a patient who thinks that the doctor does indeed know best. Now please read the second response option. People who select this option are expressing a desire for the doctor to be in control, but with some patient involvement in decision making. The third option is, of course, shared decision making characterized by equality and partnership. Study the fourth option, please. This response suggests higher levels of patient participation, but not an equal sharing of decision-making authority. Rather, the patient wishes greater authority. Now look carefully at the fifth option. It might be selected by the patient who sees self as a healthcare consumer with ultimate decision-making authority and control. I've selected the topic of shared decision-making to illustrate the kinds of research that health communication scholars carry out. I hope you've enjoyed this video.